Hey everybody, welcome to Black Arrow Gaming. I'm Bob and this is the 15th episode in my 4th Age of Wonders 3 Advanced Strategy series. As you can see here, following Orange's surrender in the last episode, I've got quite a mess to clean up here, but we'll get to that in a minute. The first thing I wanted to mention going into this episode was that Evan is doing a co-op series with him and I playing Age of Wonders. It's an off-camera game as far as I'm concerned. I'm not recording, but he's been recording. If you haven't heard about it until now, you're not alone because I had no idea he was recording until I saw the episodes start going up on YouTube. So if you think you'd be interested in that, head over to his channel, help him out, and just go watch those videos if you think that's something you might enjoy. The next thing I wanted to get to was a response to a question I asked in the last episode about finding the information for leader or hero level up abilities, like when you can unlock them in the Tome of Wonders. I want to thank Mordred for pointing this out to me, telling me exactly where it was here. It's down here, this hero upgrades tab right there, right in front of me, of course. So in here you can see all the different skills that different leaders or heroes can unlock, sorted by class and level. So for instance, Divine Justiciars, I can look up the Theocrat, and I can see it in here, right there. From here, I can't exactly tell what level I get it at, but you can see the cost there. But you can go over here and sort by different levels. So Theocrats unlock things at odd levels. It's probably the same. Actually, I'm sure it's the same for all classes. New abilities are unlocked every odd level from 1 through 13. So I know Divine Justiciars is in level 11. I get that, and you can see here that it costs 10. So you can use this little thing in the Tome of Wonders to help plan ahead your heroes, like what kind of skills you're going to give them as they level up, if you are interested or want to do that. Let's see, other comments from this week that I want to go over real quick here. Arch Redbeard mentioned making more healing items and suggested making a life-draining sword for the Necromancer. Probably not a bad idea. Let's go down and see what my capital city is doing real quick here, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm making another repair kit to send off to someone else. I don't remember exactly who I was making that for. I will probably continue to make items there for a while. That sword, I'm sure, would come soon. But for the moment, I'm going to finish that repair tool, and then we'll see how much money I have lying around at the end of the next turn. I do have another city now, a couple more, counting that one that I took an episode or two ago. So I have some extra gold income. Having this city is really nice with like just maxed out borders. The only thing is that I do have a lot of extra units to pay for, but I'm getting 507 gold per turn, so money hopefully won't be a problem for a while at least, until I get a whole bunch more units produced. Other comments, Soterion mentioned giving the Archdruid Rust Strike might be a good idea for dealing with the Dreadnought. I don't remember which one is the Dreadnought. I should probably go look that up. So purple is a Dreadnought, right. And he is directly east of me. The High Elf Archdruid is across the water. So, yeah, that would probably be a good thing to give him. I don't know if I will get that for him right now. I will probably... I don't know. I'll have to look at that and see. He's probably not going to be fighting purple particularly soon, although I am going to have him go down into this area, and I'll talk about that in a minute. I was kind of looking at where I needed to divide up my troops and send all my armies, and I think I got it kind of figured out. Let's see, from Jeff, he mentioned that keeping the Necromancer might be a good idea, to keep it near my Necromancer here. Keep her near the Theocrat or the Druid so that I can curse units that I'm trying to convert, or in the Druid's case, befriend. That's an excellent idea. I think I'm going to keep her near the Theocrat for one thing because they're already close, but I think convert just works on a wider variety of things, and I'll probably be relying on that a little more. The Druid getting animals is always nice, but I think his army, him by himself, is a force to be reckoned with, so I'll probably leave these two hanging out near each other, the Theocrat and the Necromancer. But yeah, being able to curse whatever you're trying to convert is great because it lowers their resistance and just makes it easier for you to succeed at the conversion attempt. And then the last comment I wanted to mention came from a Dragon 707. And this was actually a comment left on the very first series that I did. He just left this, this person just left this comment recently between the last episode and this one. But I thought it was a good comment, like it's something I didn't know. He mentioned that blind can prevent, I did know this, it can prevent trebs from firing. I do remember that being a thing. But what I didn't know is that it can prevent heroes from casting spells because it reduces the range to 1. I feel like almost that was something that got that I was aware of and maybe got patched at some point. But he's saying that's still the case. I actually didn't know about it, to be honest. But I was thinking that sounds like something that would have been patched. But I guess if he's saying that now, it must still be correct. If it's been tested recently, I'll try to remember to test that sometime during my series here. It's something I had no clue about, and it kind of makes sense, I suppose. But let's see, the easiest way to test it, I mean, really could be in any battle, because my leader has cast flashbang or throw flashbang, and I can pretty much do that with any army anytime. So I will try to remember that the next time I run into a hero. But yeah, that's really, really good advice. I wanted to throw out a thank you to him for mentioning that. If he's only working my way through my first series, it might be a little while before he sees this, but I just wanted to say thank you, so appreciate that. Alright, so that's all the comments, so let's get rolling here. I've got to figure out what to do with all these armies, where to send them, how to split them up. It's truly an absolute mess, compounded by the fact that I have like 100,000 civic guards now. Actually, 14, I have 14 civic guards. But what I didn't pay close attention to is this army here. I've got 4 human phalanxes now, and that is awesome. Plus a berserker. So I'm in really good shape here in terms of military power. I also have 4 main armies. The necromancer, I've got the necromancer, the theocrat, the druid, and then my king's army underground. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to split the archdruid up. I want the archdruid to go down south. I know it doesn't make a lot of sense to send him all the way across the map, but some of the best structures that I need to clear soon, tough structures, are down here. In particular, you've got the dungeon and the ziggurat over here. He could probably clear both of those with a good enough army and summon Beast Horde. The ziggurat's a little tricky because that's mythical and there's going to be a ton of tier 4 units in there, but I still think with summon Beast Horde I could do it. I just need to give him some good units to back him up. And then obviously I want to clear the dungeon. There's a lost city right there I could clear. Just a lot of stuff down here that I would like him to be working on. So I want to split him off from his army there. And I don't know what units I'm going to put with him quite yet. I was thinking maybe giving him 2 of the phalanxes just to make him by far my best army, and then spreading the other 2 out otherwise. Or maybe give him a phalanx and a berserker for some diversity. I want to keep that Forge Priest with him because I want to heal another healer in that group. Probably don't need the Archer. The Archer might be better off somewhere else because I've already got, I mean, he's a good Archer as it is. Plus I got ranged with the Druid. So I know I'm going to keep these guys together. I thought about splitting off the Firstborn because the Firstborn is, or not the first, I keep calling these guys Firstborns, they're Forge Priests. I thought about splitting off the Forge Priest just so they could move faster, but it wouldn't be that much faster. Like the Spider is still a little slower than a cavalry unit. But I do have another, actually, you know what, I've got another Forge Priest down here that could go with him. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I think these 2 units are going to end up going with the Druid. So I'll start sending them down that way eventually. They'll meet up with him. And then I'll split those guys off. I definitely, of course, want to keep the Spider with the Druid, but then they can run down there and meet with those guys. Who else do I want to go along with that group? Probably, or definitely a Phalanx, so I'll start sending at least 1 Phalanx down there. And then, what else would be a good fit? I'm not going to put any junk civic guards. I don't even know what I'm going to do with them. I might just leave them defending some vulnerable cities or something and not really do a whole lot else with them. There's also that dungeon there I'd like to explore, but not yet. I think I want to beeline it down there first. Maybe somebody else could clear that. I don't know. I don't know that I have any armies quite powerful enough yet, but we'll see. Oh yeah, and there's a Forbidden Sanctum right along the way too. That's something else I was going to take care of. Let's see, last unit to go with these guys. Get the, oh no, wait, no, I got it all covered, because those two, these two, phalanx. Yeah, I still need one more. Maybe a cannon, actually. Might not be a bad idea to have at least one cannon around in case I need a siege or something like that. Of course, I've got more down there coming up, so I'll just join him with one of those. Let's see, other armies. So I need to put together an army for the Theocrat here. I've got... I know I want... I'm going to send 2 phalanxes over here to join up with the Theocrat and the Necromancer. They're going to get mixed up in every... Well, I'll have them shortcut through here. That's fine. And I've got a few other units being produced here. We'll probably have the Necromancer go with these Forge Priests. I do want to eventually get her some proper undead units, Archon units to go, but that's probably still a little ways out. The Elf would probably go well with the Warlord, and the Warlord, I think, is going to go back up the Sorcerer's army underground, or maybe put pressure on... No, wait, the Warlord is going to go down with my King. The Warlord and his units, because I want some extra backup near my King. And these 2 groups, might be 3 groups with some extra units, are what I'm primarily going to be using, the Theocrat and the Necromancer, to deal with the Druid. So yeah, this guy, I want him to go south. I'll throw in one of those Civic Guards because I need to be doing something with them. I'll give him a Phalanx, and he can keep his Berserker. And who else? Maybe throw that Archer in the mix. Yeah, I've got that Elf Archer up here. I'll probably have him go down with that army. And I need one more. Just a bunch of junk Civic Guards, honestly. It's a mess. I'll find another unit, maybe another cannon to go with them. As for all these Civic Guards, I'm going to send one group of them underground. Probably I'll just take a group of 6 of them and go underground, and I'm sure I can spread them out and find cities for them to go in. I also have a human settler, so I need to think about a good spot where to put a human city would be. Possibly down in here somewhere. Actually, I think down south is probably the most likely candidate, because there's a lot of structures down there. So I'm going to send him with the Phalanx that's going with the Druid's army. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just take 6 Civic Guards and send them all off this direction. So I really don't need that many all sitting here. They can go down to back up my Sorcerer army underground. The Spy Drone needs to head directly east so I can get to exploring with that. I am going to get another Spy Drone soon. But first I want to cast Domain of Earth down here. So, let's see, flame tanks. I'm actually making flame tanks in 1 turn, no problem. I may not need Domain of Earth on this city. It's actually already cheerful. I don't know. It'd probably be better off to cast it somewhere else. Most of my cities down here are cheerful. I could cast it there, get a little extra money out of that city. Or actually, I should probably cast it here to help the city grow a bit faster. Because I definitely want to do things with that city. Alright, that'll work. Alright, so I'm going to summon another Spy Drone. Get that started before I forget to do that. Honestly, like, I could give units to all these armies, but a lot of them are going to be junk units, like the Civic Guards. I guess I've got cannons coming now, but I might need to have these armies hold off a little bit before running after black. I'm sure I can find something to do with this archer here. Humans dislike subterranean? I think they do. Yeah, they dislike subterranean. Alright, I'm going to leave just a handful of these guys sitting in here. Actually, yeah, I'll leave like 5 of them sitting in there. Send the rest down here, and I'll figure out what to do with them later. And the monkey. The monkey can Wait. Oh, I just sent the wrong... Okay. Yeah, that'll be good enough to defend with. Actually, I kind of want the monkey out with my other armies. He's not the best unit. I'm not really a huge fan of monkeys, but they do have sprint, which can come in handy. I think I meant to leave one more civic guard, or 2 more civic guards actually in the city, but that's fine. I think 4 of them sitting anywhere would probably defend against low-level attackers, so it would probably be okay. Alright, down here I think I want to focus on growth as much as possible, especially since the extra happiness affects... Oh, you know what? I clicked on the army and saw their happiness level. This city is at like 906. I do not need that much happiness. It's 481 from like terrain. I think I clicked on the units, actually. I don't think I clicked on the city. That's alright. I'm not going to disjunct it. Should be fine. Oh, Hepatopia, 100 base happiness. That's right. I think I got that on the last episode, and I mentioned something about it, and then since forgot about it. Right, and I do have flame tanks coming off of the production lines down here. One of these needs to go hang out with the king. I'm not sure actually where one of my... I sent off... Yeah, I sent off all... Oh, yeah, that's where those firstborns came from. Okay, so they're going to be very helpful. I don't know why. I feel like there was a reason I was sending all 3 of them that way, but now that I think of it, one should really stay back with the king. And I'm going to have one of them wait around to hang out with the warlord army when they get here. So they'll stay down here and kind of help guard the king. I got the warlord. I want those 2 units to stay together. The musketmen. Yeah, that'll work. I'll position him here. I kind of want one of these flame tanks to stay near the king, but I guess there's no reason to... I guess I should probably keep these units moving generally in this direction. I'm not making cannons anymore, so I'll leave one of them behind with the king's group. And then, let's see here. Move that crossbow there. And add cannon. Okay. And then that rest of that will be the warlord when their army shows up. I know it's a little scatterbrained how I'm moving units all over the place, but in the end I hope it will be useful and make sense. Eventually I'll get this sorted out, but please confuse me if I don't do this in... Please confuse me. Please excuse me if I don't do this in the most efficient way possible, because I'm trying to do this fast and just have an absolute ton of units everywhere. I think I was going to leave one of these cannons with the druid, if I remember correctly, so I'll just leave that one sitting there, and it'll be ready when they show up. Those 2 were going with the druid army. The rest of this group is going... Actually, it would probably make more sense to send this guy with the druid army, since he's already down here, and let this guy go back with the other units. Alright, got an item that can go there. Obviously we know that Colm has lost. Don't know what to do with this city now. Probably, I guess, I am going to want... Let's throw out another Boar Rider for good measure, because why not? And this city can continue to wait. I'm going to have it continue to produce merchandise. Yeah, same thing here. I actually can't really afford... I'm down to 71 gold right now, so... This city can produce knights. Now that's interesting. In one turn. Okay, scrap the Boar Rider. We're getting knights. Man, that city is... This city is something else. Where is it getting all that production from? I mean, 158 production? What is that? Base income, Builder's Hall, Master's Hall, Siege, Workshop, Manaforge. Where's the base income coming from? I don't see any production structures in the borders here. Oh wait, there's a Magma Forge over there. Could just be because it's a human city, I think. Well, and it's also cheerful. Man, okay, well, I'm not going to complain. I'm going to make knights. I'll probably be trying to make knights every turn, if I can. Alright, we got another drone here. Want that to go out east. Need to figure out, as quickly as possible, what purple is up to. And still don't have enough to build the tower like I keep telling myself I'm going to do, so I'll get to it eventually, I guess. More money. Alright, I think the tiger was going over here so I could cast Seed of Distrust on that city. Or at least that was the idea. As long as I don't get trapped in these caves somewhere. Okay, and then this engineer is just like the guy who sends items to people. He's basically a mail courier. I'll just leave him. I'll just tell him to wait until next turn because I'm going to need to send that item off. Okay. You know, I think the rest of these junk civic guards will probably sit in this city just to keep an eye on it because these two armies are going to be going more northward, I think. So I'm going to send these units up now and kind of get them in position to join up with the Necromancer, and then hopefully on the next turn some of this will come together and make a little bit more sense. Yeah, I don't need all of them going down there. These guys probably should, though. I'm going to wait until that whole group can join together. And then the Frostling, he can go with them because I think they don't mind. I don't think they mind Subterranean. No, they don't like it. There's a lot of people that don't like Subterranean, so whatever. It'd be better than them being in Tropical, so send them down with the others. And I already know what you guys are doing. You need to continue southward. Still gonna have units mixed up. Okay, I think that's it. So hopefully that'll clear itself up a bit on the next turn and it won't be quite such a disaster up top. One thing oh, hey, there's a small group of halfling units sneaking about down there. So, yeah, definitely want to get my druids army down there to clean up this little mess. That is actually, I believe that is actually Purple City now. So, getting rid of that just became a pretty high priority because it is right, yeah, it's like right behind everything I own. At least I know there's no cave entrance there. The closest one to my area is, well, there's that one. I guess he could go east. He's got some mountains to go through, but see, I must have sent a spy drone way out here, and that's probably what discovered the city, I think. I'm going to say 4 civic guards would be sufficient to guard the city against a small group of attackers. And then, right as soon as I say that, pirates with a flyer show up. But the other 2 are still scouts and would have to get over the wall. Alright, I'm going to leave 1 more guy back. Maybe 2 to be on the safe side, although I am making knights here every turn now, so I'll have 1 on hand if I need it. This is probably the city that's most likely to get invaded, though, so we'll leave a few extra civic guards there. The rest of these guys need to catch up with that group. And on the next turn, they'll set sail, go underwater. Go over the water. Oh, they could actually go now. Okay, let's do that. They might get jumped by those units. No, they're just far enough away. Hopefully they don't notice me. Alright, well that's good enough, and then you can just tag along, I guess. Alright, let's get some more of this explored. See what I'm dealing with out here. I kind of stay in the water, even though against a druid it probably doesn't help me a whole lot. Okay, the furthest they can make it on that turn is right there. One of those phalanx is going with them, so split that off now. And the settler is also going down that way. His firstborn is coming back up to join to stick with the Theocrat's army where he originally was. I'm going to move them so I don't get them all mixed up. These guys are continuing south to join the king. Yeah, I guess the fastest way would be to go around there and then use that road to cut through. Forge Priest is waiting for the Druid army, just like most of the other units here. And that Axeman is extra. Yeah, that Axeman's just extra for up here. I'm probably going to need him in some group somewhere on the front line. Okay, so got that set up. Cannon, Firstborn, Forge Priest, joining up with these three units when they get down there. Received a proposal from Zwag. No, I like being evil. Not ready for peace yet. Okay, Spy Drone is ready. Not sure where to summon that. I'll actually have a little bit better idea once I've got these armies all kind of in their designated groups. Let's see here. Let's see if I can make some semblance of order out of this mess. I'm going to leave those two out for the moment until I figure out who's going where. So both groups have a phalanx. The Necromancer's group has a cannon. These Civic Guards are probably going to sit here, although they will be very useful. The Civic Guards will be a lot more useful once I get Hurl Net on them. Then they would actually be somewhat constructive. For now, I just kind of want to leave them there and put better units with these two armies. Obviously, I want that knight going with these guys. I actually think I want maybe a knight to go with the Druids group. What do they got? A phalanx, a Forge Priest, a cannon? Nah, they're fine. I'll send the knight with another group that could probably use it more. I guess I'll want that firstborn there. This Elf Archer is trying to catch up with my... You know, the Elf Archer I think would be a better fit for these armies here on the front line against the Druid, because they've got some... Druids usually have some fairly physically squishy units, so I might be able to take advantage of that. Okay, I got two Forge Priests here. Probably don't need both of them in that group. Let's get this Spy Drone out of here. I'm just going to blindly run west with this thing. Okay, there's more water over here. It looks like there's a bridge to another body of land just ahead. I'll know more on the next turn. And I guess the monkey can tag along with somebody if I have to. Okay, so I got one Forge Priest in this group, one Forge Priest in this group. I'm going to have one with the Druid. Probably should send one down to join. Yeah, I'm going to send this guy down, keep him near that human army. So I want to try to keep one of those Forge Priests in every group, if I can. I'll leave them on camp for now. hopefully just to kind of guard against pirates until I can properly deal with them. Have these guys leapfrog over each other a bit, continuing on towards the surface. And they'll probably generally head towards the front lines and replace some of the weaker units when they get there. Okay, that is... yeah, that's the city where I'm building tanks. And let's see, back up to producing a spy drone. So I wanted to move these guys. Actually, you know what? I think the best place to summon one's going to be here. So I want to go down this road and see what's over here. There's an independent city. Looks like an independent city over here. Cool, I got a research breakthrough. That's helpful, especially since I'm closing in on juggernauts. Only 5 turns left now. Okay, who does not have tools yet? This guy's a dreadnought, so I'm going to be able to repair machine anyway. Did I get that already? Emergency repair? Yeah, he's got it. The necromancer has tools. The druid is going to need them. And the human is going to need them. And the theocrat's going to need them. So I'm going to need to make tools for everybody. And the sorcerer. I need a lot of those. So I didn't send any to any of them. The sorcerer's got 2 golems in his army already. The druid probably doesn't need them for a few more turns. So I think I will send it to the sorcerer first. Just in case he gets into any fights. Actually, he will be soon because I'm going to be using him to deal with the draconians. Okay, so send that to this guy, who I need to be leveling up ASAP, by the way, because he's a sorcerer and I could get Chaos Rift, and that's pretty much just as good as Summon Beast Horde, if not better. Both of them are excellent, excellent spells. And then I'm going to go back in here and forge. Wait. There we go, forge item. Those are all hats. What am I clicking through? Alright. There's emergency repair for the 25. That's a good way to spend mana too, because it seems to take a lot more mana to make these items than it does gold. And that's good for me. Alright, you guys are good. I'm tempted to start upgrading this city towards producing firstborns, but I think since I'm making knights, I don't really feel like I want to make boar riders. I think I'll just save that extra money for the next turn, because I was making like 500 gold per turn a little bit ago, and now it's down to 354, so I'm just going to spend wildly. I'll be kind of careful. A little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, the rest of that is rock. You could come tunnel along this line that I kind of missed here. I'm mostly staying out of the borders of their city. I'm not really entirely sure why. I probably could afford to dig some of that up. I think more of the reason why is because I'm kind of going over here. Oh, hey, I could put that tower up now, actually. That would probably be a good idea. Not sure where I want it. I think more this way to watch. I guess as far south as I can get it would be the best. Yeah, I think right here. That seems like a good spot for it. I'll get it on the next turn. Okay, I have open borders with this city. Oh, because they're dwarf. I'll have them let me know. Well, I'm not going to have them let me know when they're ready to talk, so they're so far away from anything. I guess, well, I don't know. Making them a vassal wouldn't be a bad idea. That's kind of always helpful. It would give me some good points, but I'm at minus 300, so I'm okay there. And anything to boost my relationship with the dwarves is fine with me. I'll have them hold there. I'm just going to have him camp there. It'll notify me when items are ready. And let's see, you should probably go with these groups. That's shaping up to be a decent army there. This is kind of just a cobbled mess of stuff thrown together, but I think it'll work. I have no idea what to do with those monkeys. Doesn't really feel like they belong anywhere. You know, I think they'll go underground. They don't mind the subterranean. They'll go hang out with those units up there. Okay, going to next turn. Is there anything I need to be casting? There's no city that's particularly short on production right now where I would cast mana fuel cells on it. But I might want to cast mana fuel cells, start casting that on most of my cities anyway. I don't know. I mean, it's really not necessary. Like, that city's making knights just fine. And I don't necessarily need to make anything in that city right now. This city is... You know, I think this city could use it, because in the long run, that city is going to be doing a lot of building construction, so I'll just get that going now. And that's going to be one of my main army-producing cities. Okay. And what else? Any other cities need it? Got it on these ones down here. Good there. I guess this city could use it. So I'll cast it down here too to help it build up faster. Gives me something to do with my mana, I guess. Alright. Getting this tower right here would be very helpful. That oversees a lot of water on the peninsula. It'd give me a pretty good view from there. I think that's where these guys are going to go next. Okay, here's something flying around. I would bet it's an elf griffin rider. I'm hoping I can book it and get in that cave entrance real fast before Black picks me off. Or the pirates, for that matter. But they're far enough away. It's a little risky sending these units up here, but I'm kind of taking the shortcut. Mostly because I want that sorcerer army in the fight ASAP. Speaking of which, exactly how far away? See, yeah, if I can get back to that cave, they're super close. Sorcerer's right here. I'll have some extra civic guards to leave in the city while they go off and deal with that draconian city back there. Get that under my control. And eventually he'll be powerful enough to go into that structure and cast Chaos Rift. He'll probably be the one to do it, because I think I'll just leave him back here and train him up, get a bunch of XP, and try to get Chaos Rift as soon as I can. Okay, the dragons want to be my friends, and I am still not going to do that. I'm going to decline because they're far enough away I can't really defend them. I think I wanted to try this. Yeah, I'd say I can't cast Seed of Distrust on that city until I actually get up to it. Ooh, that's expensive now, but that'll make up for itself pretty quickly. Pretty much throws away all my gold for this turn, though. I'll do it. I'll just make them be a vassal. They got some decent defenders. They'll hold off independence for a while. I don't know if they'll hold them off long enough to make it worth the investment. I don't know if they'll hold off like actual other AI, if it'll make it worth the investment. But for now, I like having that city out there just as a vassal. Like I said, I can't really protect that city, but just having them out there protecting themselves would be good. And there's a pile of gold there that I almost didn't see. Hang on. It's 4, 6, or no, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 20, 20, 24, 28. I think he could make it. Yep. And then I'll go get the clovers and go back over this way. So I got a little bit of gold to make up for that, which should give me enough to make another knight or a tank. Not both. I've already cranked out quite a few machines, so I'll get another knight, and I think we'll give this city down here a turn of rest. Just for one turn. Of course, I can make another flame tank down there anytime. These guys will keep going up towards the surface. I kind of want to leave a tank with my druids army too. Alright, this settler is going... Oh, that whole group is going to get bunched up together. Let's see here. Can these guys make it? No, they just have to sit on that tile for this particular turn. Oh, what a mess. Okay, cannons to the front lines. Firstborn to the front lines. Yeah, I'm gonna... These armies here are gonna be really strong, because I forgot I was adding that firstborn to them. This guy was trying to catch up with... Yeah, he was trying to catch up with the human army. Axemen going up north still. Alright, let's see what's out here. I'm gonna go after that tower. Actually, I'll go after it with all these units once they're all ready. And then I'll just go clear a bunch of those structures. As long as it doesn't look like anything's sneaking up on me. Okay, there's another city here. Who is that? It's dwarves. I can't afford too many more good points, but... Oh, you know what? Anything to make the dwarves happy, right? How's my relationship with them? It might already be as good as it can get. Race happiness is cheerful. I don't really need to bump that up any higher, and I don't want good points, so we're just gonna stay neutral. I might eventually go after them and conquer them, or incorporate them into my empire if I feel like I can defend them, but I think I'm gonna be going Black's direction first to go fight with them. Okay, what is this? Oh, it's just a city event. Praise the Leader Festival. Got gold. Praise the Leader Festival triggered in this city and gave me 15 gold. The city needs to keep building things. Okay, I don't have a whole lot of gold to build with. Obviously, I don't want... I'm just going to build housing for this turn. Obviously, I don't want to produce merchandise in a city like that. I'm going to abort this spell. I don't need that up right now. Actually, you know what I should do? I don't think it lowers... Oh, it is a hostile action. And it does declare war. Okay. Alright, I'm not going to do that yet then. I'm going to save that and just cast it on the dragons. I'll leave the dwarves alone for now. They're neutral, so... But they're close enough to me that I can kind of keep an eye on that city. Magic Festival with extra mana, that's nice, but I would have rather had the gold. And population growth in this city. That's good. That's always good, because the bigger the city gets, the more gold it'll pull in. You should be on infinite merchandise, okay. And merchandise for those two, because I don't have enough money to do anything else with them on this turn. Same thing here. A couple of these I should probably just put on infinite produce merchandise. I'm really not planning on doing anything with them. Like, I think this city here probably should be doing infinite produce merchandise. So I'm just going to set that so it stops bugging me. The other two I might want to do something else with sooner or later. Okay, so yeah, big land bridge here. Maybe more water? We'll see. Alright, right here is where the tower is going. And I'm just going to have him wait because he can put that up on the next turn. Alright, hopefully these guys can make it. It's going to be close. He can actually rush for it. Get underground now. They might try to chase him down. The rest of them, I'm hoping there's not much more than that snake out in that area. Because if there is, they're going to be in for a fight. If I can just get him underground, I'll be okay. Alright, and who is this? Okay, giants. I will probably just declare war on them. And, oops, now seems like a good time to cast Seed of Distrust. Alright, so they won't be making any friends anytime soon. Nothing else that I need to cast right now, as far as I know. Alright. Go ahead and then end the turn there. Okay, the Druid army is finally close to the dungeon, so hopefully I'll get at least one battle in this turn. The last few episodes I've had several battles. This one has pretty much just been all about figuring out where all my different armies are going to go. Okay, well, they got me there. This isn't exactly the battle I wanted, but dang it, I'll do as much damage as I can. I was worried I might get jumped going for that. I hate to lose all these units, too. Oh, hey, I don't have flashbang with this guy. I should probably research that. That would have been useful against those flamers. That would have been very useful against the flamers. Alright, well, I can count on the Griffin Riders being faster, so I can at least get them to charge me. Might be able to take out one or two of them. Definitely want them to go after the Axemen, I think. Oh, really? You're going to fireball too? I don't feel like letting you guys get a charge bonus, so... Okay, that was a nice critical hit. Alright, we'll see if they go... We'll see if they maybe... I'm going to spread these other guys out as much as I can so that the Flamer can't hit all of them. And I'm just going to see if... I'm just going to see who they go after. Something like that'll be fine. Sure, nuke the poor snowman. I might be able to take this guy out. Or this one down here may have also overplayed his hand. Alright, I think I'm going to go after this guy. 1, 2, 3. Get a nice hit in there. Okay. They don't do much. I'd like to keep him out of range, so I think what I can do is go here, shoot over this, and have this guy go here? I think that's still a flank attack. Okay, should be able to kill him. I don't know about that other one. I'm just going to leave him on defense. Aw. Oh good, he survived. Wonderful. Alright, so Civic Guard can take that one out. He's got 17 health left. The target has first strike. That's a problem. You're gonna have to come after me, I think. Well, or I attack him, lower his movement, finish him with the Civic Guard on the next turn. He's bleeding too. Oh no, he's gonna barely survive. Oh, that's annoying. I wonder if that other Civic Guard that I have down there could run up and kill it real fast before it has a chance to heal. Ah, man, that's not good. Well, there goes that army. Obviously, I can't send the monkey that way, so I should have done the safe thing and sent him underground. Hindsight's 20/20. I didn't realize they had that many units right there, but well, Black will get. I'll get my revenge here. Once I got these armies all put together and ready to roll. Man, just got all these new units and then lose a bunch of them. I hate that. Well, my gold income's back up, so... And you know what? A lot of what I lost was just Civic Guards. I mean, it's not really the end of the world. Yeah, it was just Civic Guards. I mean, the worst thing to lose in that battle was the Boar Rider. And I can replace that pretty easily. So I'm assuming that when they... I should have maybe cast Stone Skin. You know, I had a good opportunity to cast Stone Skin during that battle, I think, and I didn't. Alright, well, I've thought about sending the Civic Guard back up and, like, trying to jump those Griffin Riders. I'm thinking they would have regenerated health by now, and I wouldn't be able to kill him in one shot. That would have probably gotten back, like, 6 health, and I'd probably get nuked by the Flamers before he got close. So we'll just let him heal from his wounds over time, and I'll have to kill it again later. Alright, I want to clear out that lost library, which I actually can't cast magic spells in, but let's see. The settler, I'm just going to leave in this city for now. I'm not quite ready or sure where to put it. I already know that Firstborn has a place in this guy's army. Who else? Forge Priest. And do I want a flame tank or a cannon? I've got fire covered pretty well, so I'm going to say this army gets the cannon. I'm going to leave that... no, he can go up. Alright. That Forge Priest is going with them. They're all going underground. You know, I don't know. I don't know which is better, because they don't have an engineer to reload that cannon in that group. So maybe a flame tank would be a better choice for them. Of course, I've already moved him on, so I can't put one in there on this turn. I'm going to clear this library. Only a probable victory. I think I'll be okay. Famous last words. But I want to get at least some good combat in here before the end of the episode. I just need to be careful with this guy. Obviously, I can't cast Anti-Magic Field unless I well, I could disjunct this. Why can't I disjunct this? Can you not disjunct an Anti-Magic Field because of the Anti-Magic Field? I think that's probably the case. Yeah, it cannot be disjuncted. Okay, well, that's pointless. We'll just have to deal. I think we'll be fine. Let's see. Those evangelists are right up front. Does this guy have mind control immunity? I think... he does not. So I need to be cautious about that conversion. Really, converting anything would be bad. But I've got a cannon, so why don't I let that make the introductions? From here, it could hit that guy and go behind him. Alright, do that. Leave the phalanx right here. Yeah, that's a good spot. Okay, those guys got a range of 3. I'm going to leave them back a bit. These guys, I think, have mind control immunity, so I don't have to worry about them getting converted. I think I can just sort of send them forward. That'll work. And the Forge Priest should have it too. No, they don't have mind control immunity. Alright, well, I'm going to give... I'll leave them back because they might be able to dispel. And that might be useful. And we'll just see what they do. Maybe they'll leave some weakness. Okay, they're going to waste their time healing. Okay, I may need to dispel that. Failed conversion attempt. Alright, I definitely need to dispel that. Okay, cool, it worked. I'm not used to that. I'll need to reload the cannon. I don't know if this is the spot I want to do it in quite yet. The spider could web. That's a 75% chance. I'll take that. And then I want to get out here and just get in the face of these units. Give them something to think about. Leave them here. Probably pull the cannon back. Reload behind my other units. There's still 2 evangelists with convert back there. He needs a space for, he needs range of 3 to use it. I am just out of range to where I can really be that helpful. I don't even want to take a chance of them converting that hero, so I'm going to leave him there and let them use it up on other things. Okay, good. They're trying to get the phalanx. Just fine with me. And they've all lined up for my cannon. How thoughtful. Evangelist, 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 and Reanimator. Perfect. Okay. This will be fun. Oh, it's not quite enough to get all 3 of them. But it's plenty of damage in the meantime. Try to finish that guy off. I'd like to finish off both of those evangelists on this turn. Wasn't quite enough to kill him. That one still got convert too. He's not going to be able to move though. So as long as I stay 3 spaces away from him, he won't be able to convert my druid. Ah, crap. Alright, knew he was going to be trouble. But I should be able to finish him off with the Forge Priest, I think. Yep. Those guys seem like a fine choice for dealing with the cadavers, I suppose. Well, yeah, we'll just web the cadavers. Then you guys can go deal with other problems. What I would like to do is get up in their face and then use this guy to heal Firstborn. Alright, now what do? You're kind of stuck. You can stop reanimating things any day now. Actually, I should probably use them for healing. Probably on the spider. Okay. It's just a nuisance little battle, but I got it done. Should get a dragon oil from that. And it's not that special, but alright. No. Please stop asking. I think that was that another research? Well, I know that's a research breakthrough. Was that another population growth? I think it was twice that triggered. Okay, this set of tools, now that my druid has machines in the army, this one's going to the druid. And I'm going to get started on the next set right away. Tools for everybody. At the rate I'm cranking out machines, it should be helpful. Alright, this is a big deal. I got the hospital done in this city. It's going to grow to a town, and as soon as it's town, it's just going to have an unreasonable amount of production because I'm going to have that dungeon cleared and ready, and I've already got the quarry ready to go. This group will have to deal with the enchanting tree too, so get that. Next up for the city... Oh yeah, I forgot. I'd be able to make excellent forge priests here too. This city will be able to do like everything. For now, I'll have to wait and see how much production I'm really going to need. I could get the siege workshop in one turn. I'm kind of thinking about building the harbor. Maybe I'll wait on that because I want to be able to get galleons. Well, I will need the barracks. I'm gonna have to work towards Pool of the Firstborn, so I'll just get that real quick. So I have almost exactly 100 production to do it. Hey, look at this! All my civic guards just got thrown at and became kind of not terrible, like absolutely horrible. Maybe it'd be worth having a few of them around up on the front. Congratulations on achieving the status of not completely useless. I'm still going to be leaving most of them back to defend, but they might be fun to have just a few extra units running around with these guys. Okay, so got the cannon, I have flame tanks coming up from behind. Yeah, I think these two armies are good enough. They can go on ahead. I want to get these knights in there somewhere though. Probably we'll ditch the deep guard in this group to add a knight. And in her group, I'll ditch the archer to add the knight. So I want the best units with those two groups. And then everybody else will just be the extras, the B team. They'll just tag along for fun. Well, when they can anyway. Cool. Alright, I've gone a little bit over an hour here. Maybe I can wrap this turn up real quick. Obviously down here I want to keep making, I think, probably flame tanks. You know, now that I think of it, I think this one's going to go out towards where my sorcerer is. I've been kind of neglecting that army, and now that that other group got cut off from them, that's probably where I need to send some reinforcements, is to go help the sorcerer out. I don't know if I want to deal with that right now. I want to go straight after black. I don't think I want to deal with going across the water to do a city-state quest. I'll save my money for now. Not going to produce anything here for the moment. Definitely want a builder's hall here. Get that city's, keep buffing up its production. And still haven't quite decided what to do with that city yet, so we'll wait. I want to get a better view of what's between me and black up here. I wouldn't be surprised if that spy drone got picked off with all the griffins flying around. Okay, well, there's still quite a bit of water around. But there doesn't seem to be a path through here. Yeah, this is all locked off. So if I wanted to get into this lake, I don't know how I would. I'd have to find another way around. Presumably this may run up and out a channel over there, so I could sail ships through that river. But it's kind of a question mark right now. Okay, so after this guy digs, I'll have just enough to build a tower where I've been wanting to build one for forever. And then he can start digging out the way to where I'll be putting the next watchtower. Okay. Hopefully this kind of takes me to where I want to go. Yep, pretty much. As long as he doesn't get picked up by units from there, I should be able to get Seed of Distrust on that Dragon City on the next turn, I think. Alright, well, one Civic Guard hello? I'm gonna have to deal with you guys. Okay, this is for the next episode. I'm not gonna try to cram another battle into this one. I need to wrap this one up here, in part because I try to keep them under an hour, and in part because I'm hungry. So I'll wrap this one up, and we'll pick it up right from this point during the next episode. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you in the next one.